Yo guys, back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about one of the major struggles you go through as a trader, which is missing trades. It's almost inevitable that you're going to miss trades in your career. Even at my stage with a lot of experience, I still be missing trades to this day. And it's just something you've got to accept as part of the game. It's just like losing trades. But it isn't as bad, I guess, because you're not actually losing money. You might be losing the opportunity to make money, but it's inevitable. You're a human, you're not a robot. So you're going to miss trades sometimes, and life might just get in the way and distract you, or whatever the case might be. Something like it's unforeseen, like what could happen in life that could prevent you from taking a valid trade or missing an opportunity in the market. So you need to be able to control yourself so you don't make bad decisions. The reason why you need to be able to deal with this professionally and develop the skill of emotional control when it comes to missing trades, because it's a natural reaction. Missing opportunities to make money, it's going to be a negative feeling. You're going to feel those negative emotions just the same as when you lose a trade. You have to be able to deal with those negative emotions in the proper way, because it can have a knock-on effect to your next trade and your future progress in your trading career. You have a personal life, you might still be working in a full-time job while you're trading as well, and that might get in the way. You might have to do extra work, or you might finish late, or whatever the case might be. So there are scenarios where you might miss a trade, and you need to learn how to deal with that psychologically. This is why I say it's very important to choose a trading period that works for you, so you can position yourself in a way where you're not going to miss the right opportunities. You can also stay disciplined to that time that you've chosen because it fits your routine and schedule, right? But even with a set designated time to trade that works for your schedule, there are going to be certain circumstances that are going to get in the way of you taking trades, like family events, emergencies, or maybe you might just sleep in on one day and miss a trade. I've done that plenty of times before, so I'm speaking from experience, and it is frustrating. But you don't want to wake up or find out that you've missed that trade and then force yourself into the markets just because you are emotional towards missing a trade. You will experience times in the markets where you miss a valid trade just because you weren't at the charts at that time. You need to learn how to deal with this, because it can trigger FOMO, and it triggers emotions in your mind that promote making bad decisions. If you're emotional, it's a very, very high chance that you're going to make bad decisions. So like I said before, in losing trades, you're not going to be able to eliminate these emotions entirely. You are still going to be able to feel them. I still feel them to this day when I miss trades. It's frustrating, it's annoying, but I've gotten to the point now where it's standard programming. It's already in my mind. If I've missed a trade, that's it. There's nothing I can do about it. I can be frustrating, but I am not forcing myself into the markets into a horrible position where I'm at a major disadvantage just because I missed a trade and I wanted to force the idea of making money. You need to understand that the market will always have opportunities. Despite you missing a trade, the markets ain't going anywhere. A trick I use to avoid making bad decisions after missing a trade is just simply take a break. It's the same sort of solution that I use when I take a loss, is that you just take a break, go do something else, go outside, distract yourself from the markets, and then you'll calm down. The emotions will pass, because feelings and emotions are just temporary. They come and they go. They change constantly on a daily basis, or even on an hourly basis. An hour will go by after you've missed a trade, and then you'll start thinking logically again, and you'll realize, okay, I've missed that trade, on to the next. There's focus on the next trade that you're going to take whenever it appears, and prepare accordingly for that so you don't miss that next trade. There is no point trying to chase the missing trade, because it's just more than likely going to end up in a loss. When you position yourself in a terrible place, and just forcing the idea of making money and forcing the idea of a trade that's already passed, there's a massive chance you're going to lose money. Obviously, there's a slight chance in certain scenarios where it might still work out. You've created a reality where you are making bad decisions, developing bad habits, and you're getting rewarded for it. A lot of the times when you break your plan and you make these bad decisions, like you force a trade or you hop into a missing trade, you're promoting the idea of breaking your plan and doing it over and over again, even if you do make money, positively reinforcing bad behavior basically. The longer you are on the charts staring at that missing trade, feeling very emotional about missing that trade, there's a higher chance that you're going to force yourself into the markets and try to chase the profits that have already ran away basically. That's why I say it's best to remove yourself from that environment, go do something else and calm down, allow the emotions to pass, and then you can look at the markets again from a logical standpoint rather than an emotional standpoint. Because in that moment, when you're feeling negatively about missing a trade or even losing a trade, you're just going to do anything you can to make yourself feel better about it. And most of the time that means chasing profits in the markets and forcing bad trades, forcing yourself into horrible positions. So that's why I say, just step away, bro. Just step away, go do something else and calm down. Be real with yourself. If you've missed a trade, just accept that you've missed that trade. Do not force yourself into a horrible position in hopes of making profits, because even if it does work out, like I said, it's just creating bad habits that will inevitably blow up in your face. Understand that if you keep on following your trading plan, there will be more opportunities. You just got to wait for the next opportunity, wherever that be. Just patiently wait, let go of the prior trades and move on. The frustration of missing trades is just this emotional state you're going to have to get used to, just like losing trades. But I'd argue that missing a trade is far better than losing a trade. Accept that you've missed that trade, let go, because it's gone forever now. When you've missed that trade, it's gone forever. You can't rewind price and hop in at the entry that you desired to, and the only thing you can do is force a trade at a horrible price or walk away and wait for the next position. And honestly, the latter will always be the best option. Even if it does work out for you positively this time, it's not worth it. Acting on a missed trade and putting yourself in the market in a horrible position is just self-sabotage. This happens all because you want to make money today. But if you've missed a trade, you need to let go of that desire. There will be other opportunities to make money, and there'll also be other opportunities to lose money. Before you jump into the markets after missing a trade, stop and think logically and realize that the way you're feeling right now, the FOMO, the fear of missing out that you're feeling right now, is only temporary. And once you make this decision, you're left with the consequences afterwards, and you're either going to be left with a positive emotion that, oh, I'm glad that I didn't force a trade after missing that trade, or you're going to be left with an even more negative emotion like, why did I do that? Why did I force a trade after the opportunity was missed? It's just part of the game that you have to accept, and you need to develop the emotional control. No matter how painful it is to see a winning trade run off without you, you just need to accept it. Chasing a missing trade can wipe out weeks worth of progress, and it can be so easily avoided by just staying out of the markets and remaining patient. We don't have control of what is going to happen inside of the markets. This is the part of being a professional, successful trader, is that you need to have full control over yourself and your actions. Let go of what the market's doing, because our job is not to control the markets. Our job is to simply control ourselves and make the right decisions as much as possible, and always be prepared for things not going your way. Things going wrong in trading should not phase you long term. You should be focused on your plan 100% of the time, no matter what. Your plan is there to protect you from the markets, and what you should do when you miss a trade or whatever scenario is happening to you, whatever scenario is in front of you, you should already have that integrated into your plan, so you know exactly what to do. You should never allow your emotions to make decisions for you, because it should already be set in motion what decision you're going to make in any scenario that could possibly happen within the markets. That's the point of a trader's plan. You should be prepared for every single scenario that could possibly happen. What inspired me to make this video is that my last trade didn't go my way in a very unique way, and I remembered how I would deal with it in the beginning. So I know for a fact that a lot of beginners go through this. Head up, bro, keep going.